Good morning, everybody. Let's wake up the farm. Good morning, everybody. Star. Good morning, Honey. Winnie. Coconut. Jojo. Annabelle. Sheridan. What, are you guys starving? Are we starving? Always starving. Oh, let's go get some hay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Farah. Good morning, Cheryl and Lily and Missy and Lilac and Lavender and Buttercup. Good morning, Farah. How are we today? How are we? Good morning, Lilac. Lavender. Buttercup. Hi, everybody. Good morning, Sunny. Good morning, Quirt. So we did actually, little update, get some news. We took Squirt to the vet the other day, and unfortunately, our time is being cut short with this big old lug. Hi, my love. Hi, my love. Hi, my love. So, unfortunately, on Thursday morning, our boy Squirt has been diagnosed with bone cancer. And it's very advanced already. And so, Doc gave him a couple of months at most. So we're just going to give him the best love and everything he could ask for till he tells us it's time to go, which won't be long. So we're just going to enjoy as much as we can with him for as long as we can. Hi, Gwirt. 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 My love. And then there's Sonny. Yes, Sonny, you're still here. You're not going anywhere. No. All right, bale of hay. Oh, yes, I know. That's exactly what you want, huh, Buttercup? Huh? Have to keep it far enough away, otherwise you eat it all, don't you? So, Buttercup here is definitely pregnant. She's starting to get an udder on her, and by the time she's in milk, I don't think I'm going to need anybody else. She makes minimum of 1 to 2 gallons a day, all by herself. Goodness, are we all hangry? Are we hangry? What you think, Missy? Are we hangry? Hi, baby. And these two are settling in so nicely. They're a part of the herd already. I'm not convinced yet that Missy's pregnant, but Lily there, the bigger one of the two, her udder's changing. She's getting fatter. Excuse me. Still waking up. Well, let's get these guys fed. So what else is going on? So we will definitely, when I get back, we will definitely be sending off the last 3 babies of our spring kidding session to their homes next week. And so that will just leave me with the 2 babies that I'm keeping. Where did I put those? There they are. Garden's looking gorgeous. My guineas are starting to figure out they have wings. Hi, Cammy Cam. So each feeding, I go through about half a bale of a 2-strand. And there's legitimately nothing special about my feeding. we're working on making feeders and things like that this summer. That's our main thing, because we're just sick of the waste. And so we've got a few things we're going to try. And if any of you other goat mamas and dads out there have a trick on keeping these butt heads from wasting so much hay, let me know, because they're all butt heads and they waste a lot of hay. They're getting better because I've just, I make them clean up their hay. Look at it, there's a Winnie. Hi, Winnie. Hi, Coconut. So the cute little girl, this one on the pallet, that one belongs to Pinky. She goes to her new home along with Joey's little buckling. They'll get to go together. Winnie's staying. I retained Winnie. Star, she was out of Moon. I retained her, and I actually sold Moon. And she's doing fabulous. She's doing fabulous. We've got more kidding to come. We are not done. We've got the summer brood coming. Pinky's other little boy has found a home, so he'll go next week as well. So we have Annabelle, Lucy back here, and Bunny right there. They're getting ready. They'll have kids this summer, probably next month. And then I've got Buttercup and Lily, probably July is what I'm guesstimating. Oh, bless you, Sonny. Bless you. Well, what'd you get into? What did you do? Sonny did something. It is sneezing up a storm over there. I don't know what she got into. So, oh yeah, where were we? Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Making a mess. Yes, I am. Hi, Sadie. So, yeah, we definitely have still more babies to come. And over the past week, I've been teaching my sister how to milk the goats and do all the things. Because the hubby and I are taking a vacation. And we're very excited. It takes a lot to get ready for a vacation on a farm. We don't get to do it very often, at least not as much as we would like. But I have taught my sister this past week how to milk and do all that fun stuff. So that way we can go watch our youngest son graduate from college. So we are headed to Las Vegas, Nevada this week. Actually, today, here in a very short amount of time. I think we're leaving in like half an hour. So, of course, I'm making a video when we're leaving in half an hour. Somebody let me know how that makes sense. My husband would be like, status quo. That's exactly what would come out of his mouth. There's a Precious. Good morning, chickadees. How we all doing? And then we have a new baby on the farm. So I think if I remember correctly, we talked recently about how I decided to get out of pygmies because I really wanted to focus on the dairy side of things. And so 2 of my pygmies went to a good friend of mine whose kids are in 4-H. Hi, Dodge. So they're in 4-H, and they showed my pygmies last year. And so I offered them to her, and we did an exchange, and we got this cute little baby right here. This little buckskin doe. Her farm, she comes from a farm called Queen Bee Farm, and so with her color and everything, we've named her Honey, because she looks like golden honey. We still have bottle babies, so we'll see those here in a minute. We are still working on the fencing. We've got quite a bit of it. So we're doing the cattle panels. We've been working on that still. Two more flakes of hay. Hi, Gipper. And Gipper's doing okay. He doesn't have much longer with us either. His hip dysplasia is getting really, really bad. And so we've been doing the best we can for him, but yeah, our babies are getting old. Except for Sunny, she's 2. She's not old yet. She's not old yet. And we will be doing our clean out of the stalls from the spring kidding and getting them all prepped when we get back for the start of summer kidding, because it won't be but a few weeks. I think Annabelle will be our first, and this wide load is about as big as they can get. Poor thing. Hi, Art. Come here, honey. And of course, because she's the baby, she's picked on. Come here, honey. So I kind of made a little feeder for her. For all the babies, really. So that way, it's called kind of a pseudo creep feeder. The babies can get in here, but the big kids cannot. And so they're able to eat. And it's mostly for Honey, because she was not born into the herd. So the babies I've got here, their moms are here. So they're into the herd. They are completely accepted. They may headbutt them away a little bit and let them know, hey, that's my spot. But other than that, they're pretty much accepted into the herd. And so my disaster of a she shed, ignore that. Hey, want some milk? See how long it'll take before everybody realizes it's bottle time, huh? And Star here is such a character. We just absolutely love her. But when her mama decided to start biting the tips off of ears, and then when all the babies were born, she decided to try to bite their tails off. I decided to go ahead and find Moon a new home. And yes, her new owner was absolutely made aware of her behavior. And so, so far, she says that Moon has kind of been knocked down a peg at her farm. So she has not really been biting or doing any of the things. So I'm glad to hear that, and that she's doing well. She actually went to a good friend of mine's place, and I took, her son went with her. So I just kept Star here. And did you find a bone? Did you find a bone? And the nice thing is I have all these goats and milk, so I've been able to supply these babies with pure goat's milk. And if you've got to get in a bottle baby or have a bottle baby, my personal opinion, this is just a Swana-ism. Don't do like formula. Don't go to Tractor Supply and all of that and just buy kid replacement. If that's what you've got, you can use it. It's not my favorite. But done? Get some on your face. Good girl. Done. Let's go find everybody else. I don't recommend the replacement formulas because some of them have soy and just other things that don't necessarily go great with goats. But Winnie, you want your bottle? Hey, come on. So if I don't have goat's milk available, I just do red cap cow's milk. Whole cow milk that you buy at the store. You want your bottle? All right, come on. If I don't have goat's milk, I use red top cow milk that you buy at the store. Well, get down. He's right here, you goob. You drank all yours already, Star. Yeah. And it works great. It does just fine. Oh my goodness. I have just been climbed like a mountain. What am I? Your mom? Yes, I am. There's Mabel. Miss Mabel. We're getting short on our time with Miss Mabel. Miss Mabel, I think once we get back, I'm going to start drying up, and she's going to get to go roam the pastures and be a pet goat. She will have no more responsibilities. No more having babies, no more making milk. Just live the best pet life ever. I kept her in milk long enough to get her daughter through bottle feeding because she just was struggling. Little Winnie has actually finally hit 10 pounds, and we are at 10 weeks old, and she was 3.9 pounds at birth. So she should have hit the 10-pound mark a long time ago, but we were a little delayed. We weren't growing as well. I don't think we were getting quite enough milk off of Mama when the other 3 siblings were still on her. And by the time the other siblings left, I had already transitioned her to a bottle, so that way she could get all the nourishment she needed. And she is now growing like a weed, so she is probably by now, I weighed her earlier this week, she's probably hit the 11-pound mark, and I'm so excited for her. Star is 4 weeks old and weighs 10 pounds, so that should kind of tell you the difference. So, there it is. Bottles are done. Goats are good. And that was just a quick update. We're going to get going on a jet plane, and we'll see you guys when we get back. Have a good one.